Right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Wasteland. Mr. G, slightly late to the party with the drop of the new pack, which included a new weapon. I just was like, oh, it's another pack. I was not paying attention. I'll be real honest, guys. I've been a little slow. So this thing is like a missile plasma emitter thingy what's it with a perk where if you miss the target, oh, that's great for me, it increases the explosion radius. So right off the bat, you'd think, oh, this will be great for shooting below hover users and framing them. You'd think that'd be great, and that's how it's going to work, but we'll find out. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but, just stay tuned. So what's the base damage if we shoot, next to somebody? All right, we're doing like 112. So we missed the target. You see we had a slightly bigger explosion with an interesting little purple cloud. Doing about 173 when we shoot it on target. Let's check the old damage sphere at about 128. This thing uses 6 points of energy. It's got a Gigantor hitbox. The rotation speed is okay. I gotta say the purple plasma energy cloud is a cool effect. You also get 0 projectile drop. Alright, so let's try this thing on the 2 of these build. Nope, that's not how we aim them. Can we hit? No? No? Can we get him? Winged him. You guys saw we winged him. So, ladies and gentlemen, sorry I've been a little late to the party. I'm trying to book a Christmas holiday for my family, and we're currently living in West Africa. So as you can imagine, getting plane tickets out of West Africa when Omicron is going on is a little challenging. We've had 2 sets of flights canceled. We just recently booked a 3rd. I'm going to go head over to Portugal and maybe say hi to the man who says ni. Hit me up in the comments, man who says ni, because I hear you're from Portugal. So I'll be there in a couple days, as they say here, God willing. Let's hope so. You guys thought flying was bad pre-COVID. Wait till you do post-Omicron COVID. Oh god, we are getting wrecked. Yeah. The COVID testing requirements are ridiculous. But you guys did not come here for that kind of stress. Last thing I'm going to say about it, long story short, for a family of 4, I'm looking at about 25 pages of documentation that I've had to get from multiple different entities and pay out the nose for so I can walk on board an airplane. Now this is where it's at. Let's try this thing with the Harpy. Can we all just agree the Harpy is a boss cabin? Boost to ammo and a boost to explosion radius. I don't know what's going on with the guys at Gaijin, but can you maybe give us more cabs that have perks that aren't complete garbage? Like the Harpy, for example? Instead of all these weird cabins where it's like if you drive in a counterclockwise motion backwards, you get 2% damage resistance. It's like, really? What staff meeting was anyone like, that's a great idea? Well, we threw on some claws here. Or rather, we borrowed a build with some claws because hopefully we get a little damage to the energy weapon. Because this thing is considered an energy weapon, although it feels like a rocket launcher with quick projectiles. So, while it's easy to aim, the projectiles not nearly as fast as a cannon. So, alright. 2 of these, you can do about 300 damage on a shot. So, it's not as powerful as a tsunami, which makes sense because it's an epic weapon in the purple tier. So really, I feel like Gaijin is dialing weapons in the different tiers. Like, I feel like less material is coming out ridiculously overpowered, and they're throwing things in a more reasonable area as far as power. We're getting a little bit less power creep from the devs. Let's just not talk about what happened with the parser. I guess nobody thought about that perk very hard, but is what it is. Are we done? Alright, let's take this thing out for another little long-range test. I just feel a little bit like quasars and pulsars. Like, maybe, can I hit something? They're just not as fast. Alright, we winged them. So we're doing about 280. I don't feel like the perk, though, is really that useful. Sorry, hit the mic boom, guys. Because, if you miss, maybe you're going to do at least maybe do a little bit of damage to your target. I don't know. Good to see more energy weapons out there, I guess, but let's be honest, I feel like cannons and autocannons need some love. both of those do. I mean, still, shotgun, flame, melee feel like where it's at. It's the close range. I think all the long-range weapons need a little bit on the low side here. Encourage a little bit of more skillful gameplay. Oh god, we are gonna get wrecked because our whole team is donezo. And I've just been driving around here like a complete derp. God, the rotation speed on these is slow. Ow. Alright, we're gonna try out one more build. We're gonna try the straight line build. Not that we'll actually be able to use the perk on this thing. This is another one of those cabins where I'm like, the perk is so situational, I don't know. So we need to make an updated cabin tier guide, but those take so long. Alright. No? A little bit for you, friend. Also, for some reason, this thing has like less than 0 traction. I don't know what it is, but motorcycle wheels are the worst steering and just feel like the traction on them is terrible. Come on. Did you guys know that each wheel used to have different traction stats depending on what surface it was on? That was a wild time to be alive. Now they just changed it to whatever tier gets the certain traction bonus. So these ones should have good traction. But yeah, let's hit every tree in the game, yeah? If there was a mission where it involved running into every single tree, I would crush that mission. I would do that raid all day. Also getting blown up, another one of my skills. Well, boys and girls, I think they should rename this weapon from the Yokai to just the OK. It feels okay. I mean, it's kind of fun to use in that there's no projectile drop, but I meant to do that stick in the landing. Other than that, it's just, you know, it's not overpowered. It's not anything amazing. I don't think it's going to change gameplay a whole lot. I don't think you're going to see all the meta boys running these, but that's what I think. You put what you think down below in the comments. I will catch y'all later. Be good. Stay safe. Have a good holiday. Mr. G out.